Now, Tech Talk with Alan Perry on CFAX 1070.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for a special Saturday edition of Tech Talk. Normally we're on Sunday 2 to 4 p.m., but there's that little football game, Grey Cup, stuff like that. We'll have that live on the air here on CFAX. But we've had so many calls and questions coming in the last couple of weeks while we've been off preempted by hockey and football that we thought we would join you for the next 2 hours this afternoon. So your chance to get through on the phone lines or by email if you have any technology questions or suggestions that we can help you with. If you have a baby or know somebody who does, a neat new little bit of technology that's been invented here in Victoria. It's called an Uberwatcher, and it lets you be able to monitor the baby by video and audio from your smartphone or tablet, even if you're somewhere where there is no cellular or Wi-Fi service. We're going to meet the inventor, Kevin Larsen, after 2:30. So if you know somebody, particularly if you're looking for a Christmas gift, this is really cool. It's not here yet. It's coming on Kickstarter. Send them a note on Facebook or tweet it out that Kevin is going to join us after 2:30 to tell you how you can get involved and take your calls. Welcome back to this special Saturday edition of Tech Talk on CFAX 1070. I'm Alan Perry, along with Gary Beyer from Tesseract Computers. And joining us in studio, well, actually, I'm going to play you a little clip first to set up why he is here. Uberwatcher is a baby monitor that works everywhere with your smartphone. Home, car, camping, even with no cell signal. So I thought this would be really cool if you either have a baby, are expecting one, or you're looking for a Christmas gift for somebody who has one and wants to keep track of how they're doing, particularly because now we have rear-facing car seats in the back seat, so you don't know how the baby's doing. Now you can just hang the Uberwatcher there, and it'll transmit to your smartphone up front. In order to get this product to market, because they've just got the prototypes, they've put it up on Kickstarter, Kick starter.com. Go there and search for Uberwatcher, U-B-E-R, Watcher. And when you do, this is the video that you will find.
Hello, my name's Kevin Larsen. I'm the creator of the Uberwatcher, and welcome to my Kickstarter.
And joining us in studio is the fellow himself, Kevin Larsen. Welcome to CFAX.
Hi, Alan. Thanks for having me.
So where did the idea come from?
Well, this idea started a couple of years ago when my wife was pregnant with my first daughter. At that time, we both became smartphone users. Pregnancy, needing to be in contact at all time.
Yep.
So the expression was always mentioned is there's an app for that, for everything. So we figured that there must be a baby monitor out there that worked with our phones that we could just take everywhere and use it wherever we wanted.
And there are a lot of baby monitors and a lot of apps.
There are a ton. There definitely are. And we searched through, I think, all of them. It was endless. But we couldn't actually find one that just worked with the phone and went everywhere that we wanted it to go. So that's where the idea was spawned from, was to see if I could come up with something that worked with the phone, looked pretty, and went everywhere.
And the trick has always been that you have to use cellular to connect the phone to the camera. And if that's cellular, that's okay, but that's going to use an awful lot of data.
Exactly.
And even though you just want to monitor from the back seat or from the next room in the hotel,
And most of them, actually, you can't even get the camera out of the house. So the camera needs to stay on your Wi-Fi network, and you could leave the house with your phone, but that doesn't really help you.
Oh, okay. Plus, a lot of them plug into the power supply as well, which won't work if you're in a tent somewhere, or just simply, I think the most common one's going to be the back seat to the front seat of the vehicle.
Absolutely. And that's where our biggest hurdle was, because the only option that we found for that was the mirrors that you strap to the headrest and then use the rear view mirror to line it up and see. And ours was always pointing at the floor.
So you've invented Uberwatcher. It's yellow and green for people that can't access the internet right now to see it. Again, Kickstarter.com, and search for Uberwatcher, U-B-E-R. Gary, you're German. Uber?
Watcher.
But what's Uber?
Uber is top. It's above.
Okay.
It's frankly the best.
I thought it was everywhere.
No,
I didn't know.
Uber
Okay.
is over.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Kind of like an Overwatcher.
Okay, Overwatcher. Okay, so Uberwatcher. So you've got the prototypes. You've been working through the technology for the better part of a year?
Yes, absolutely. We've been testing for over a year, a little over 2 years. to get through all the little hiccups and to make sure that the app was buttoned up as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been fabulous. It's what we're using right now. My second daughter was born 6 weeks ago, and that's the monitor we use in our house.
Is she the one that's featured in the video?
In the video is my first daughter, Ava.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in there, so if you want to see this, but the thing is, you can't go down to stores and buy it because these guys have just finished getting a prototype that they're happy with. How many of them do you have physically?
We physically have 2 of the latest prototype.
Don't drop them.
Yes.
So that's what we'll see in the video. So the reason we wanted to bring you in is because Kevin's put it up on Kickstarter. So, and the way Kickstarter works is if you see an idea of something you like, you pledge some money based on rewards if they hit their threshold. In your case, in order to get it to production, you figured you needed?
89,000.
Because that's go to China, get the prototypes, get it all made.
That's the first production run. So that's
Yep.
essentially our cost to get our first batch, the minimum order quantity made
Yep.
and shipped to us.
How many would that give you?
1,000.
Ooh, that'd be good. Okay, so 24 people. In fact, we were going to say 23, but literally before you came on the air, you refreshed it, and it went to 24.
Went to 24.
That's a good feeling. So $2,278 has been pledged. Now, those 24 people won't spend a dime unless you get $89,000 in the next 35 days. So it's a big uphill. You got to get the word out.
Exactly. And Kickstarter is a fabulous platform for that, and it is risk-free for people. So when they do pledge,
Yeah.
it has to get to the goal. So I have to be able to make that minimum order. Otherwise, everything dissolves.
And you can't put your own money into Kickstarter. They check that really carefully. So it's got to be people that hear about this now and go there and go click, click, sign in, and back it. So there you are. And let's look at the rewards that you've got down here. So obviously, for people that just want to support it, you can do $5 or $10. But skipping through the rewards, if people pledge $159 or more, then what do they get?
So the $159 is the early bird special. That is essentially getting you one of the first production run Uberwatchers at a special value. It's our early adopters.
What do you think they're going to sell for when you get them in stores?
When they hit the stores, we should have them on at $199.
Because of the special technology in order to make it work. Gary, this has been the real trick because you know the geeky stuff behind this.
Well, we've worked. I've worked fairly closely with Kevin on this project, and it is the geeky stuff that costs the money. But frankly, in the price point that Kevin's got it set at, when you go to your Sears, your Walmart, wherever else you go to buy right now your baby monitors,
Yep.
you're going to find products, frankly, that are priced at $350 that aren't even close to the capabilities of this product.
Yeah.
It's actually, I've looked at it, I've played with it. I did a lot of the testing for Kevin in store. We actually had one of them running for about 4
Yeah, I
weeks.
asked you what that big yellow thing
Exactly.
was.
And it's actually phenomenal what this thing is capable of.
The key, the holy grail of this one is the fact that it will work where there's no cellular, no Wi-Fi.
The grail is that it talks directly to your smartphone, to your
Peer-to-peer.
iPhone. It talks directly.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's actually got a battery in it, so you don't have to even have a cord plugged into your cigarette lighter adapter on the car. The battery is there. The battery's good for, it's been tested from anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, and that's running with full infrared on.
Okay, hold that
Perfect.
thought there. We're going to take a quick break. If you got any questions about this, because this is really neat, it's being invented right in our backyard, 250-386-1161. Special Saturday edition of Tech Talk on CFAX 1070. I'm Alan Perry. If you're just coming downtown to take in the Christmas light up, the switch gets thrown in Centennial Square at 5, the parade with Santa at 5:45. We're normally on Sunday, but we're on today because we have Grey Cup on the air tomorrow. Kevin Larsen's in studio, the co-inventor of the Uberwatcher remote baby watcher. Melanie wants to know if it's waterproof. Water resistant?
It is pretty baby-proof, but but waterproof. We haven't done anything to make it waterproof.
And you were saying, Gary, just before the break, that the recharge time depends. Whether
Recharge time depends on whether it's on or not. Obviously, like any product, if it's on, it's using power, so it's going to take longer to charge. If you turn it off, the recharge time should come down to about 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay, and again, if you're just tuning in, this baby monitor works anywhere. No Wi-Fi, no cellular needed. It will talk directly to your smartphone. Obviously works on, because you've got the app already on the Apple platform, so iOS.
Yes, that's correct.
People can go check out the app even though they can't buy the camera yet.
Not just yet. We are going to be launching the app on the Apple Store while the Kickstarter campaign is running, so people can go and check it out. And I'll definitely be posting an update on the Kickstarter page when that happens.
Yep.
For sure.
And for Android?
Android is parked at the moment. We are definitely working on it. We want to get the Android app and a Windows Phone app going, but we're still working on those.
The key is to get the money to take this
To the next levels.
forward,
Now, here's another nice feature of the product. It will work with any computer. So if you've got, let's say, a little media PC that's wireless that's hooked up to your big screen TV, you can actually flip over to an app it's in Windows. It works with Windows Media Player, and look at the camera right in the house. So you can actually be watching from your iPad, from your Windows tablet, from a laptop computer, a desktop computer. Even if you've got a Linux box, it's going to see the camera, which is kind of nice.
It's kind of neat that you guys are doing this right in our own backyard here. Be interesting to see if any of the big players come and knock on your door and say, can we buy this?
Absolutely, that would be exciting.
But if not, you're determined to get this. Okay, so here's the deal. If you know somebody that has a baby, is going to have a baby, you've got one, if you just want to support them, then simply post out on Facebook or tweet out the fact that this exists, because they've got 35 days to get the money to take it and get the production ones made so they can actually sell them. So it's Kickstarter.com, and then search for Uberwatcher, U-B-E-R Watcher, portable baby monitor for your smartphone. So you can just do that. And again, if you pledge your money, $159 or more, then you will actually be first in line to get one. But you don't spend a dime unless enough other people do it that they go over the $89,000 goal. So
now here's another quick one for you. If anybody in Victoria area wants to come and see one working on a computer, I'm actually going to have one for the next week in the store working on a laptop.
Okay, so just down at Tesseract, Broughton near Douglas. Cool. Now, the deadline for this is December 29th.
December 29th.
So you're going to be counting down over the Christmas holidays.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, hopefully they'll get the word out beyond Victoria. Got to take a break here for the news. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Gary, you going to stay with us?
Absolutely.
All right, hour 2 of special Saturday edition of Tech Talk coming up after the CFAX 4 o'clock report.